take 2 of these. One for you and one for Jag. Matter of fact, there's an extra for Bowie J.
With just 5 players left in the Big Brother house, things are getting real. And alliances, they're getting more fake. We made it through the double eviction, but who will come out on top of the next HOH?
This is huge. This is a big moment right now in this game.
We're coming down to the end of Big Brother Season 25, so let's dive into episode 37. I'm Anna Rumor, and this is PopCulture's Social Call. We're still recovering from the most underwhelming double eviction ever when Sunday's episode picked up. And while we didn't really miss much during the live show, there were 2 previously unseen moments from before Blue and America were sent packing that were worth getting to watch. One, just from a jury management standpoint, was that everyone told Blue she was going home, so no hard feelings there.
I really wanted it to be us 3. Game-wise, it was your asses.
And 2 was Blue told Cirie she knew about the whole Jared's your son secret and had kept it out of respect and affection for both of them.
I just want to say it was an honor to play with you.
Now, Blue, I love you.
Is it just me, or did the whole Cirie's son is in the house drama feel like it was 30 years ago? This 100-day season is warping my brain. And it might be warping Matt's too, because he's convinced that winning veto again during the double eviction and doing what Jag wanted him to do is enough to win the game if he sits beside Jag at the end. Which I feel like is just Matt doing mental gymnastics so he doesn't have to take out his bestie.
I don't think I need to take a shot at Jag anymore. Plus, I feel like he would take me to the final 2 if he was at the end as well.
As Matt's relationship with Jag gets more solid though, his relationship with Cirie gets more complicated. Remember, he talked to Cirie about when to take out Jag, and Cirie told Felicia, and Felicia told Jag to prove her loyalty or whatever. Well, it turns out Jag brought that info to Matt, and while Matt plays it off convincingly, he knows it's true.
They're going to try and get between us. I have a feeling that's going to happen soon.
Confronting Cirie about how Jag would know about that conversation, Cirie proves why she is a reality icon. She not only swears on the Bible that she didn't tell Felicia that, she also throws her under the bus by recounting an old conversation they had about Jag and Matt.
And I do think Cirie is telling the truth.
She's not. Cirie and Matt are in a good place after that, but how good is about to be tested with this next HOH comp, which had everyone but Bowie Jane calling out their targeted house guest and trying to knock them down.
Going for Jag.
Matt was the last one standing, making him the next HOH. Great for his game if he does plan on sitting next to Jag at the end, but not great because he has to nominate 2 people and he's basically allied with everyone in the house. Oops.
Well, Matt's going to have some splaining to do.
Luckily, he has a letter from Riley and a picture of her with his mom in the HOH room to give him strength. What do you call a showmance when the people are communicating solely through production?
The feeling is mutual, and I can't wait to see you.
Matt's never gonna nominate Jag, and he's unexpectedly loyal to his final 3 with Bowie, so it ends up being Cirie and Felicia on the block, despite the promise he made to never nominate Cirie. Matt does say his target's Felicia, but Jag wants Cirie out. And how much of a fight will Matt put up to save her?
I really hope Cirie goes instead, so I'm definitely going to be pushing for that.
This is really coming down to how much do Jag and Matt want to keep their bromance going. And while I'm still expecting the unexpected, I am also expecting the expected, and that's those 2 going to the end together. We're at a pivotal point in the game, and that's why we gotta bring in our Big Brother correspondent, Nick Valdez, to talk all about the game and the double eviction with us. Welcome, Nick.
Oh man, howdy everybody. Thank you for having me.
So happy to have you back. So curious to know what you think of the double eviction and how it went down, because personally, I thought it was deeply underwhelming. What'd you think?
I was kind of hoping we'd get a shakeup of some kind. You know, when Blue and America were both put on the block, I didn't expect both of them to go home. I was kind of hoping for a big play, because now is the time. But I really feel bad for Blue, because the whole time she's like, I trust everything that's going on.
I know, but at a certain point, I'm like, you've been told many times that Jag's coming for you. He puts you on the block back to back, and you're like, no, he's my friend. Like, come on. That's on you at this point.
Yeah, totally. And Cirie went out on a limb to try and give Blue that last bit of fighting chance, that last bit of fighting energy to really go for it. And it ended up going nowhere. And poor Blue got sent out. And unfortunately, there's no more putting the kittings down or whatever.
The boots, the house. Yeah. The kitties, they were all put down. Now, I was bummed to see America go, and not only just because I like her. like everyone left, but because the double eviction would have been the perfect time to do something about Jag.
Yeah.
Now he's just gonna comp out. And I'm curious what you thought about Matt saying in Sunday's episode that now he's fine going to the end with Jag because he feels like with his HOH and his veto win that they could be evenly matched up against one another. Do you think that is Matt just like manifesting hanging out with his bestie a little bit more, or do you think he has a point?
I think it is a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Like, it's the fact that Matt also needs to, like, he realizes that Jag is his biggest competition, but at this point he's probably also realized there's really nothing he can do to change it. So he's just they kind of have to ride all the way to the top two and then duke it out from there. So I think it's a little bit of both.
He could have done something with the veto during the double elimination, but whatever, too late. Bowie Jane playing her own game. She's like, I'll just put up like the two least threatening people in the game and see how this goes. Instead of Matt and Jag, who are my two besties and are, oddly enough, really are dedicated to taking her to the end. I mean, I get it because she's not doing anything and she'd be easy to win against, but like, I don't know. It's still wild to see her get this far.
It is wild. And she wins the head of household at the weirdest time. Like, this is the oddest time for her to win, right? Like, thank you for finally playing, Bowie Jane.
Let's go back. I am really devastated to see Felicia and Cirie up with Matt's nominations. What do you think about him putting them both up?
So I'm of two minds. I love the fact that Matt is also showing teeth. Like he's getting a little brutal with it by putting Cirie up, but also I hate that it's Felicia and Cirie. I really don't like that. Maybe it's the Bowie Jane in me that's like, oh, I want Bowie Jane up there, but Cirie's been such a core component of the show overall. The fact that she's in any kind of danger, regardless of whether or not she's a pawn, I'm just like, no, especially when she gave like the best diary room of the season.
Oh, yeah. The triple bird flipping. Iconic. She's the only one who's willing to be real in those diary rooms, and I will miss those. Well, especially because, Matt says that his target's Felicia, but Jag's target is Cirie, and I mean, I think Matt is pretty easily influenced. Do you? Or do you think he's going to have a backbone this week?
Yeah, Jag is way too in control. Like, he's way too in control. Even when he loses, he wins. Like, and there's probably no going back from that. Like, Cirie's probably going to go home, because at this point, Matt's already done the deed. Right? Like, he's already gotten his hands dirty by putting her up there. And sending her home's not going to be too much different. Like, it's just like, oh, okay. Like, you were already there. There you go. Just one more step out the door.
Also, and I've been saying this all season, I love Cirie. I want her to keep going. But also, how big of an idiot do you have to be to let Cirie, Survivor legend, Traitors winner, Cirie, get this far in the game? Like, but she's working her magic. But she's really good at this. So why are we allowing her to get this far? But also, like, stay, Cirie, I love you. And that's why she's so iconic.
Yeah, like, she's definitely one that if she makes it to the final, she's winning. Like, there is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And I get that she's a threat. But also, as someone just watching, right? Like, as somebody just watching it, I want her there the whole time. It's either a steamroll or it's not. Right? Like, you're either going to get Matt and Jag carrying themselves towards the end and then everyone else goes by the wayside, or we're going to get like a last minute, something big is going to happen. One of them is going to make a big play and hopefully kind of shake things up before the end. Yeah. And it really depends on which of them has the influence, right? And it might be Jag. Jag is peaking at the right time. Like, he's really coming into his own at just the right time, and this momentum could take him to the win. So,
oh my God, how iconic would it be if Jag cut Matt after Matt was like, he would never do that to me, so I'm gonna bring him to the end. What if Jag was like, actually, I would, and Bowie Jane's going with me, and I just won a bunch of money?
I mean, it would be heart-wrenching, especially because Matt's such a nice guy. But as we all know, it's a cardinal sin of reality game shows is that you don't go to make friends, right?
Exactly. Well, you know that we're going to find out together here on Pop Culture Social Call, and we're going to bring back Nick week after week to do these deeper dives with us. So thank you so much for joining us, Nick. We really appreciate it.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Of course. And so if you are wanting more content, head over. We've got more Pop Culture Social Call videos, and you can head over to popculture.com. Until next time, I'm Anna Rumor, and this is Pop Culture Social Call.